Greetings, students. This is Satyaki Chakraborty from Indraprastha Law College, Greater Noida, and today's subject is Consumer Protection Act and Competition Law. And the topic of the day is Consumer Protection Council. Students, please do remember that before getting into or delving deep into the whole subject of or the topic of Consumer Protection Council, please know there are three kinds of Consumer Protection Council. One is the Central Consumer Protection Council that we'll be discussing today. Secondly is the State Consumer Protection Council, and thirdly is the District Consumer Protection Council. So let us see the composition and the procedure of meeting of the Central Consumer Protection Council. Firstly, the minister in charge of the consumer affairs in the central government shall be its chairman. So the minister in charge of the consumer affairs shall be the chairman of the Consumer Protection Council. Such member, other than official and unofficial, might represent a small interest. Now let us see the procedures of meeting the Central Council. Consumer Protection Council tends to meet once in a year, but it shall meet whenever it feels necessary. So if there is a necessary requirement where the whole body is to meet, of course the whole body settles down and meets or solves the concerned problem, but at least they have a meet once in a year. Secondly, Central Council shall meet at a time and place as determined by the chairman himself, who deems fit and shall observe such procedure to regard the transaction as prescribed. So in accordance to the chairman, whenever a situation arises, जब वो chairman को लगता है कि ऐसा situation arise होता है जब एक body को meet करना चाहिए, ऐसे तो एक कंज्यूमर काउंसिल साल में एक बार मीट करते हैं, लेकिन अगर कोई नेसेसरी रिक्वायरमेंट होता है जब एक कंज्यूमर काउंसिल को मीट करना होता है तो चेयरमैन डिटरमाइन करते हैं कौन सी पर्टिकुलर जगह पे, कौन सी टाइम पे, कौन सी प्लेस में कंज्यूमर काउंसिल को मीट करना चाहिए इन अकॉर्डिंग्स टू द सिचुएशन एंड द सर्कमस्टांसेस in regard to the transaction as prescribed. Now let us look at the objectives of the council. The right to be protected against the marketing of goods and services which are hazardous to life and property. So it talks about the safeguards and the protection of the rights that are to be protected against the marketing of goods and services which are dangerous and which are hazardous to life and property. Secondly, the right to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, standard and purity and prices of goods or services as the cases may be, so as to protect the consumer against unfair trade practices. Thirdly, the right to be assured, wherever possible, access to variety of goods and services at competitive prices. So the Consumer Protection Council not only protects the customer from being duped or misrepresented or falsely represented by the seller of the services that they are being rendered with, but at the same point in time they also protect the customer by providing right to be assured so that they get access to variety of goods and services at competitive prices. कंपिटिटिव प्राइसेस में एक्सेसिबिलिटी नहीं होगा तो वहाँ पे काफ़ी अनफेयर ट्रेड प्रैक्टिसेस होगा. सो अनफेयर ट्रेड प्रैक्टिसेस ना हो, कंपिटिटिव कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल ये भी देखते हैं और वो राइट टू एश्योर भी प्रोवाइड करते हैं. The right to be heard and to be assured that consumers' interest will receive due consideration at appropriate forums. Said then the right to seek redressal against unfair trade practices or restrictive trade practices or unscrupulous exploitation of consumer. So Consumer Protection Council compensation के लिए या फिर वो भी right भी provide करते हैं कि वो जो consumer को जो exploited हुआ है वो consumer को वो right to seek redressal मिले against every unfair trade practices or restrictive trade practices, कि वो एक्सप्लॉयटेड ना हो और अगर एक्सप्लॉयटेड होता है तो राइट टू रिड्रेसल भी मिले, राइट टू कंपनसेशन भी मिले. ये भी कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल देखते हैं. एंड लास्टली इज द राइट टू कंज्यूमर एजुकेशन. ऑफ कोर्स लास्टली इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट राइट दैट शुड बी इज एंटाइटल्ड टू एंजॉयड बाय एवरी कंज्यूमर. It falls under the purview of the Consumer Protection Council, that is right to consumer education. कंज्यूमर एजुकेशन सबको होना चाहिए, राइट टू इन्फॉर्मेशन सबके पास होना चाहिए कि वो लोग को पता चले कि कब वो एक्सप्लॉयटेड हो रहा है, और अगर उनको अपनी राइट्स के बारे में जानकारी होगा तो ऑफकोर्स वो कोई गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज जो रेंडर किया जाता है उसमें वो एक्सप्लॉयटेड नहीं होंगे, अगर होंगे तो वो कंपनसेशन के लिए मांग कर सकते हैं. Now, let us take a peek at the State Consumer Protection Council. The Consumer Protection Act provides for the establishment of the State Consumer Protection Council by state governments. The State Council shall consist of a minister in charge of the consumer affair in the state government as its chairman, and such number of other official and non-official member representing such interest as prescribed by the state government and 10 nominees of the central government. Secondly, the State Council shall meet as when necessary, but not less than 2 meetings shall be held every year at such time and place as the chairman may think fit. So हम लोग ये देखते हैं कि जब हम लोग सेंट्रल कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल डिस्कस कर रहे होते हैं तो मोरलेस द रूल्स आर ऑल सिमिलर. The only difference between the state consumer protection council and the central consumer protection council is that सेंट्रल कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल साल में एक बार मिलते हैं और स्टेट कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल साल में 2 बार मिलते हैं. लेकिन अगर चाहे तो अगर कोई नेसेसिटी हो तो वो लोग काफ़ी बार मिल सकते हैं. दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन द सिचुएशन इटसेल्फ, बट ऑफिशियली सेंट्रल कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल साल में एक बार मिलते हैं, स्टेट कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल साल में 2 बार मिलते हैं एज इट डीम्स टू फिट नेसेसरी. अभी हम लोग देखते हैं डिस्ट्रिक्ट कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल. In order to promote and protect the rights of consumers within the District Consumer Protection Act provides for the establishment of District Consumer Protection Council in every district. It shall consist of a collector of the district as its chairman and such number of other official and non-official members representing such interest as may be prescribed by the state government. So, the collector of the district is held as the chairman of the District Consumer Protection Council, and other official and non-official members shall represent in accordance to their interest as prescribed by the state government holding an important position in the District Consumer Protection Council. Lastly, it shall meet as when necessary, but not less than 2 meetings shall be held every year. The chairman shall decide the time and place of the meeting. तो साल में डिस्ट्रिक्ट कंज्यूमर प्रोटेक्शन काउंसिल 2 बार मिलते हैं as it deems necessary, and the chairman tends to decide the place and time of the meeting. Of course, the common thing that lies between central, state and the district is, of course, it might meet in accordance to the necessary situation at any point in time decided by the chairman. But the only difference between the central, state and district is state and district tends to meet twice in a year officially, where central consumer protection council tends to meet once in a year officially. But 3 protection council ही जब भी ज़रूरत पड़े ये लोग मीट कर सकते हैं in accordance to the circumstances and situation. So this is the basic gist of an idea regarding consumer protection council. Thank you, class.